This is Damon Stevens with FinWealth Builders. Today is Wednesday, June 22nd, 2022. The stock market update for trades of the day. And the market ended flat, but it sure wasn't flat, at least for your traders today. We had an upswing, a downswing, and an upswing. So for you traders out there, hopefully you had a successful day of trading and you're profitable today because there's definitely opportunities here, even in a flat market, to make money. Let's get into it, take a look at what's going on in the market and see what possibly we can expect here tomorrow as we get into a new trading day. Looking at Dow Jones, it closed down 1.5%, 0.15%, NASDAQ 0.15%, and S&P 500 0.13%, all down. See energy money moving out into the other markets. Healthcare was the strongest today, definitely doing well. FANG stocks pretty much flat. I mean, a little bit came out, but pretty much flat overall. Not a lot of movement really in the market overall when you look at the open from the end of today. But let's take a look and see what the charts show us. On the scanner, OBCI hit. Did not trade this one. I'm not going to look at trading this one either. So just to let you know. On the market watch, so coming in tomorrow, we have initial jobless claims. That's before the market opens, so looks for some possible volatility. Could set the direction of the market tomorrow. So even though we might see something overnight coming in showing a certain direction of the market, it could change tomorrow. We also have the account deficit. We have S&P Global U.S. Manufacturing PMI. And Jerome here on monetary policy at 10, which is Eastern time. But just some things to watch out for. They could create some volatility tomorrow. So definitely expect that. At 10 o'clock Eastern time, that's, a few hours into the market. So, if we're having one direction, we could turn go down another direction. So just be careful out there. Friday, again, 5-year inflation numbers. So definitely, expect anything this week. So just be careful out there trading. Show you what's going on right now. ES in the E-mini 500 futures. This is live. This is going on right now. And you can see here that, this last few days or this last few hours, we've been consolidating up here. And we pulled down, came back up here, consolidated. And now we pulled back down below the support line here that we had on these hourly closes. And so we're coming down here and it looks like we're tagging the 20 moving average here on a 1-hour chart. So one of the things to keep in mind, we had this pullback here, pull down. We came up yesterday and we kind of consolidated here at the top. And as you can see here, several hours here at the top. And then we kind of pulled down here, showed a little weakness here. So instead of having these big long bars, we show the bulls and the bears fighting it out down here. The bears were really kind of winning. The bulls just kind of went onto the sidelines. And then look what happened. Hit the 20, and then we dropped off today. This is where we kind of hit our low today at 36.93. And then we bounced up and came back up here and consolidated just like we did here. And then you can see we got a red bar right here coming down. A little weak flat bar here and a weak bar here the last 2 hours. Do we have a repeat tomorrow of today? It's possible. Depends on kind of what the news is, but you can see here, if we consolidated yesterday and then it came down today on this weakness, and we came back up and we're consolidating the same area, and now we're showing weakness in the last 2 hours. I'll be curious to see if we bounce off of here and it's a little fake out here when we can rally tomorrow. We really need to get above this 37.93 really to kind of take off above this 200-day moving average. Otherwise, we might just stay here in a little zone in this area here, but just something to watch for. I just was curious about this. I saw this live and I just thought I'd just share with you that, this could be a repeat tomorrow. And that would create a double bottom, which you see that we created here, on June 16th and June 17th, there was a double bottom here. So it's possible we'd be coming up to a higher low and create another double bottom and then break out from here. So just something to be aware of. Google sitting here above the 20-day, just barely on the 20-day moving average, kind of flat. I mean, again, across the board, not a whole lot to share other than, from yesterday, because it's pretty much the same thing. So we need to get above this 2240 to get Google going. Otherwise, we could be flat or pull back. Amazon needs to get above this 112 area and get back above that 20. You see it's kind of hit twice and it's rejected it. So that kind of puts us in this little zone here. And you see that we were kind of hugging the bottom here and we kind of bounced out. So that's good. That's good bullish momentum. So just hopefully we can get that rally going here and bump above there. Apple flat, kind of in this little zone right here, and this little range here for now. We got to get above this 173.29 area to run up. We break below 132.61, then we're pulling back down in this zone here. NVIDIA, kind of, you can see we consolidated here. We're kind of still in that same area. So we need to get above 181.61 for a breakout. Otherwise, if we get below 155.64, we could, possibly pull back. But otherwise, we're going to be just trading in this little zone. And, you can make money if you kind of hit the tops and bottoms of this zone. If you buy down here when it's coming up, you're riding up towards the top and vice versa. So there's still money to be made in there, but it's a little more tricky. It's a lot better if the market's trending for you. On Meta, you can see here a new low high and new low today. Close on new low. So expect some more additional downside here, possibly down to 150 area. If we break this, this deviation band here, then we have, support down here 125, and we could go lower from there. We'll cover that if we start breaking some of these levels. Tesla's sitting right here, flat on that 20. So we got to, it's great that it's holding here. That could build enough energy to go up. It's great that we're above 700. We talked about this in many videos. As long as we stay above 700, there's a chance for us to, break up here and run towards, towards 800 level. If we break below 700 and start to close days below 700, then, we'll come back down here in this little zone. So definitely subscribe, like our videos, so we can continue to bring this content to you. And if you've not joined us, join us on our Discord. If you go to finwealthlive.com, you'll see that there's a link to join our Discord for free. There we post our numbers before the market opens. And that way you can kind of see what we're trading and what levels we're trading, when we're getting in, when we're getting out for profit. And then the other thing to do is, look at our training. We have a free training out there. Definitely has lots of ideas on different techniques to use in the marketplace when you're trading. So definitely check that out. Again, the dollar consolidating here, below below this 20-day moving average, pull that back. Really the goal is to get back to 105. Gold's kind of sitting here flat under the 20-day moving average, so you got to get above 1843 to kind of run up. Otherwise, there's more pressure to probably come down, towards 1800. U.S. oil, we talked about this one. So we are sitting right on the lower band here on U.S. oil. So hopefully it holds here. We need a hold and a bounce. We need to get back above 86 really to run. But we're right down here on that lower band, and hasn't been down there before for a long time. So hopefully this will be support for us and we can get back above, the 50-day moving average, which has been support before. All right, the VIX, looking at the VIX here, you see the VIX continues to pull back. It's kind of right here at the 20-day moving average, 28.79, just right above it. I needed to break down here. We need to come down here towards 25. You see here our lower channel starts, looks like it's moving its way back down here, but remember, this is like a ascending wedge that we have kind of going on here. So if it does even break down, 26 area might be the stopping point for that, for the VIX. But, if the VIX can continue to pull down here, that should let us, get to a rally here and pop back up. SPY sitting here again in this little zone, flat. Really got to break above 380 to get kind of things moving. Or if we break below 373, we come back down to, probably 365 or lower. Triple Qs sitting here flat again, another day right here. So we got to get, above this, 281 to run up. Otherwise, we might be coming down to 268. Semiconductors, so SMH still showing weakness. We're right within this candle. So we could just kind of be trapped in this candle in this little zone here for a while until we break out. So flat for now. IWM sitting here just right at the top of this candle. So if we can get above our resistance area at 168.46, which is from this candle here. Then we can start to hopefully rally up through this candle, maybe towards the 20-day. If not, we could be zone, range bound here for a while. Financials, sitting here, just right here, pretty well flat for the day, almost just barely under yesterday. So we'll see, and if we can get above yesterday's candle, then we can probably rally up to 32. If we stay below it, we may break down back down to 30.50. Healthcare, this was a nice rally. This is the run today. Went and tagged the 20-day moving average, pulled back down under resistance here at 124.75. That comes from these numbers over here, and we stopped. So, we did get a fill a gap that way. We didn't fill the secondary gap up here, but we did get one gap filled. So we'll see, is it satisfied and it's going to pull back down now? Or is it, can we get back above the 20? If we can get above the 20-day moving average above 125.50, we can go up and try to fill that other gap. XLE, energy sector. So energy sector, you can see here, this, we pulled up and failed to get back into our zone, came back down, and we're below our zone now. Sandwiched between, this support line at 70.21 and, getting above the 100-day moving average here at 75.70. So, we'll see if we can, hold this line here and get back up there. If we break below our support line here, we could be coming down to 70.21 either tomorrow or the next day. Bitcoin, within this candle, so but coming down a little bit, so it's very likely it could come back down here and retest these lows at 1707, 17,707, or you could just get range bound here. And you can see that Bitcoin does that a lot, so it's obviously possible that we could become range bound down here. Ethereum, same thing, pulling back kind of in this range here. So we'll see. It's got to get back above 1060 and it to run up here. Otherwise, we might become range bound in this area as well. But that's our stocks, our cryptos, things we're looking at tomorrow. The levels we'll be getting, obviously in the first thing in the morning, we'll launch out all our numbers as far as entries and exits based on where the market's going. And so please join us and like this video, and we'll bring more tomorrow and touch base tomorrow night as we plan out the rest of our week. Everybody have a great night.